Most people get this wrong when they try to start a company in Cameroon. They assume it is a long, confusing process filled with endless paperwork and unclear rules. But that is not the real problem. The real problem is starting without understanding the exact legal sequence. Here's the truth no one tells you. In Cameroon, company registration is actually structured and predictable. But if you skip steps, or do them in the wrong order, your application can get delayed, rejected, or stuck in bureaucracy for weeks. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything step by step. No confusion. No legal jargon. Just a clear roadmap that anyone can follow, even if you have never started a business before. By the end of this guide, you will know exactly how to register a company in Cameroon, choose the right legal structure, reserve your business name, complete tax registration, open a business bank account, and legally operate without issues. And I will also show you the mistakes most people make, especially foreigners, that slow everything down. So let's get into it. If you want to start a company in Cameroon in 2026, the first thing you need to understand is that the system is centralized through a single business creation window, known as the CFAC, which stands for Centre de Formalité de Création des Entreprises. This is your main entry point into the entire process. Instead of visiting multiple government offices separately, CFAC acts as a centralized hub that coordinates your registration with all relevant institutions. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Even though it is centralized, you still need to understand each step inside the system. Because if your documents are incomplete or your choices are wrong, your file will still get delayed. So let's start from the beginning. The first step is choosing your legal structure. This is one of the most important decisions you will make. In Cameroon, the most common company types are SARL, which is similar to a limited liability company, SA, for larger corporations, and sole proprietorships for very small businesses. Most entrepreneurs choose SARL because it is flexible, requires moderate capital, and limits personal liability. For example, if Alex wants to open a digital agency in Douala, SARL is the best option because it protects his personal assets while allowing him to operate professionally. But here's the problem many people face. They choose a structure based on guesswork or what they saw online in another country. That is a mistake. Each country has specific legal thresholds, and Cameroon is no exception. So always choose based on your business size, risk level, and future growth plans. Now once your structure is decided, the next step is business name reservation. This is done through the CFAC system. You submit your proposed company name, and the system checks availability. Now here's something important. Many applicants lose time at this stage because they pick names that are already taken or too similar to existing companies. So here is a simple strategy. Always prepare at least 3 name options. Your primary choice, a backup, and a third alternative. This avoids restarting the process if your first choice is rejected. Now let's move forward. Once your name is approved, you need to prepare your incorporation documents. These include your articles of association, shareholder details, director information, and registered office address. Now here's where it gets interesting. In Cameroon, your registered office does not need to be a full commercial building at the start. You can use a rented office, shared workspace, or even a serviced office address, as long as it is legally valid. For example, John, a freelance consultant, can register his company using a co-working space in Yaoundé instead of leasing a full office building. This reduces startup costs significantly. But most delays happen here. People submit incomplete or inconsistent documents. That causes rejection at the CFC review stage. So double-check everything before submission. Now, after preparing your documents, the next step is notarization. A notary plays an essential role in validating your company formation documents. They ensure everything complies with Cameroonian commercial law. This step is mandatory. Without notarization, your company cannot be officially registered. Now here's a key insight. Notary fees vary depending on your company's structure and capital amount. Many first-time founders underestimate this cost, which creates budgeting issues later. So always plan for legal fees in advance. After notarization, your file is submitted to CFSC for processing. This is where your company officially enters the national registration system. Now here's the part many people underestimate. Processing time can vary depending on workload and accuracy of your documents. If everything is correct, registration can be completed relatively quickly. But if there are errors, your file may be sent back for corrections. And this is where patience becomes important. Now let's pause for a moment because this is where most entrepreneurs lose clarity. They think registration is finished once CFSC approves the company. But in reality, registration is only the beginning of the legal process. After that, you still need tax registration, Social Security registration if you hire employees, and a business bank account. And in a minute, I'll show you exactly how tax registration works in Cameroon, so you avoid common delays that slow down new businesses. Now let's continue. Once your company is officially registered, the next step is obtaining your tax identification number, commonly known as the taxpayer number, issued by the tax authority. This is essential. Without it, your company cannot legally issue invoices or operate fully in the formal economy. Now here's the problem many new entrepreneurs face. They delay tax registration thinking they can operate informally first. But in Cameroon, most clients and institutions require tax documentation before doing business. So if you are Alex running a consulting firm, or John running an import-export business, you must prioritize tax registration immediately after incorporation. The process involves submitting your incorporation documents, identification details, and business activity description to the tax authority. Once approved, you receive your tax number and your company becomes fully recognized for taxation purposes. Now let's move to another critical step. 1. Opening a business bank account in Cameroon. This step seems simple, but it often becomes one of the most challenging parts of the process. Banks will request your registration certificate, tax number, notarized documents, and proof of business address. They may also require an initial deposit depending on the bank. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some banks are more business-friendly than others, especially for startups and foreign-owned companies. If your documentation is unclear, banks may delay approval or request additional verification. So the best strategy is to prepare a simple business explanation. What your company does, who your clients are, and how money will flow through the account. Clarity builds trust with banks. Now, let's talk about something many guides ignore. Sector-specific licenses. Not all businesses require extra permits, but certain industries do. For example, import-export businesses, construction companies, financial services, and food-related businesses may need additional approvals. This is important because many entrepreneurs assume registration alone is enough. It is not. So always verify industry requirements before launching operations. Now, let's move into taxes and compliance because this is where long-term success is determined. In Cameroon, companies are subject to corporate tax, VAT depending on turnover, and social contributions if employees are hired. But here's the key insight. Most business failures are not due to registration issues. They are due to poor compliance after registration. Missing tax declarations or failing to update company records can lead to penalties. So the smart approach is to set up a simple compliance routine from the beginning, even if your business is small. Now let's talk about timelines. On average, company registration in Cameroon through CFC can take several days to a couple of weeks, depending on document accuracy and workload. Most delays are caused by missing documents, incorrect information, or banking delays. But if you follow the exact steps we covered, you can significantly reduce processing time. Now let's answer a common question. Can foreigners start a company in Cameroon? Yes. Foreigners can legally own companies in Cameroon. There is no restriction on foreign ownership in most sectors. However, they must follow the same registration process and may face additional verification depending on the business type. For example, if someone like Jake from the United States wants to open a logistics company in Douala, he can fully own it, but he must still go through CFSC registration, tax compliance, and banking procedures. Now here's an important advantage. Cameroon is a strategic market in Central Africa, especially for trade, logistics, and services. That makes it attractive for regional expansion. But here is the final mistake you must avoid. Many people think registration is the end goal. It is not. It is just the foundation. The real success comes from how you structure operations, manage compliance, and build strong local relationships. So let's quickly summarize everything. First, choose the correct legal structure. Second, reserve your company name through CFCC. Third, prepare and notarize your documents. Fourth, register your company officially. Fifth, obtain your tax identification number. Sixth, open a business bank account. Seventh, check for industry-specific licenses. And finally, maintain ongoing compliance. If you follow this sequence, you avoid most delays and legal issues. Starting a company in Cameroon is not complicated. The system is structured. The key is following the right order and avoiding small mistakes that create big problems later. Now you have the complete roadmap. Bye. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, leave a comment with the country you want next, and subscribe for more step-by-step business guides like this. Because the right information at the right time can completely change how fast you build your business.